Chicago's new Democratic Socialist City Council members can change the city's politics. So the mayor's race wasn't the only historical election there Tuesday night. Chicago voters made history Tuesday night in more ways than one. While national headlines have understandably pointed out to the election of Lori Lightfoot as the first black female mayor in Chicago history, the runoff election saw another development that will transform the city's political landscape: the victory of a block of Democratic Socialist City Council members. At least 3 open Democratic Socialists, Byron Sigcho Lopez, Jeanette Taylor, and Andrew Vasquez, won their elections. Another, Rosanna Rodriguez Sanchez, is in first place in her race, though votes are still being counted. All of these candidates were endorsed by the Democratic Socialists of America and are set to join 2 other Democratic Socialists, Carlos Ramirez Rosa and Daniel Esparta, elected to the City Council during the first round of voting in February. This is no small feat. With socialism rising in popularity across the country, as illustrated by the explosive growth of DSA in recent years, figures like Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez have pushed left-wing policies once considered fringe, such as Medicare for all and free college tuition, into the national spotlight. But never in modern U.S. history has a slate of Democratic Socialists taken power in a major American city. And that is because people are mobilizing locally and people are ready for change. The DSA is growing. It's a lot of young people. Who's the largest voting bloc? Millennials, who are flocking to things like the DSA and flocking away from the two-party duopoly. So tell me again how only a centrist can beat Trump. Tell me again how we need a centrist. How the party can't veer too far to the left. We all know that's nonsense. We all know that there is local situation after local situation to disprove that. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, my hometown, 2 card-carrying DSA members got on the city council. And they beat one of the biggest political dynasties in the area, the Costa family. Who the Costas, they're basically the Clintons of Western Pennsylvania. In some ways, they're even more annoying, if you can imagine that. They got defeated by DSA members. Every time you turn on the corporate media and you hear, oh, the party can't go too far to left, that is their ivory tower bubble speaking. It does not represent the country. The problem is we're not talking to each other quite enough, so there's a lot of people that still buy that bullshit. There's a lot of people that this coming primary are still going to vote for a candidate that they think is the safe bet. That's the centrist bet. That's still going to happen. So we got to continue to be as loud as we can on every level imaginable. Because, you know, if you're looking around your own backyard and you think, gee, my city council has a bunch of DSA members on it, maybe people really are hungry for change. And maybe that's all around the country. It is. So congratulations, Chicago. I love you dearly. You are a wonderful city. And this is good news. And hopefully where the tally is still being counted, I hope that DSA member wins as well. And this is a little bit of good news. And it's another lesson that mobilize locally. Start locally. It happens from the ground up. This is the time to do what Joe Strummer trained us for. It's time to get in your lane and start going. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and